Have you ever pondered the power behind natural disasters? Could they be mere acts of nature, or could they be influenced by the actions of mankind? Today, we'll delve into an intriguing passage from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, that brings this question to the fore. The first part of this chapter speaks of a severe drought that's about to sweep across the entire land of Judah. Following this, God tells the prophet Jeremiah not to pray for the well-being of the people. Why? Because they repeatedly stray from the path of righteousness. But God doesn't stop there. He further states, "When they fast, I will not hear their cry, and when they offer burnt offering and grain offering, I will not accept them, but I will consume them by the sword, by famine, and by pestilence." Jeremiah 14:12. Now, if it weren't for God's word, many would simply attribute these calamities to natural phenomena. Little do they realize that these disasters could be the repercussions of human actions. The government of the time, in a bid to retain power, deceives the people, laying the blame for these disasters squarely on nature's shoulders. This is why God chooses to communicate through his appointed spokesperson, the prophet, instead of through the government institutions of Israel and Judah. This role of the prophet is both challenging and thankless, often leading to resentment from the people. An ancient saying goes, "Man proposes, God disposes. The way of heaven is to benefit and not to harm." In the context of Christian faith, this means that all human actions are under God's scrutiny. God's laws and principles are such that they do not fight but excel in winning. They do not speak but excel in responding. They do not call but arrive on their own, calm and excellent in planning. God's way is fair, just, and righteous. Those who do evil will face punishment. Sometimes the consequences may seem haphazard, but rest assured, no evildoer will escape his divine justice. Especially when people violate God's laws and commandments, causing severe damage to the moral, social, and ecological environment, they provoke God's wrath, leading to natural disasters. However, these concepts are rarely discussed in today's society. Many even dismiss them as superstitious beliefs, advocating for science as the ultimate truth. So what exactly is science? Some say it's about seeking truth from facts, a reflection of the properties of objective things and natural laws, and a summary of production practices and scientific experiments. Science, they argue, is the driving force behind social productivity and stands in opposition to religion and superstition. Yet, it's undeniable that science has its limitations and does not represent the absolute truth. As we all know, many scientific conclusions evolve and change with the course of history. This implies that what once seemed scientific may not hold true today, and today's conclusions may change in the future as human knowledge and science continue to progress. Christian faith does not encourage opposition to science. Instead, it informs us that there are many things in this world beyond the scope of science, many issues that science cannot resolve. Take, for example, the causes and implications of drought, war, famine, and pestilence discussed in this chapter of the book of Jeremiah. The chapter also explores how one can find a path to escape suffering. These are all things that those who cherish life need to understand. So, the next time you ponder the power behind natural disasters, remember this passage from the book of Jeremiah. It may just change the way you perceive the world and the events that shape it.